Welcome to another segment of Lanai Gossip here in the Villages. I am your host, the Commissioner. Along with me, my co-host today is Lonnie. He's stepping up again. And again, we have Donna in the hot seat as our guest tonight. And we will talk about getting a place down here in the Villages and becoming a snowbird. So first of all, Lonnie, why did you become a landlord?
Well, I saw a great opportunity down here. You can tell there's a big market for people wanting to go somewhere for a couple of months of the year.
They told us what they wanted to give us. They told us what the price was, and we said okay. And we end up purchasing it within a month, and we do rent it out. And we don't rent it out all year round, like you don't rent it out all year round.
hmm
Um, but basically January, February, and March, April, and then we rent it out as needed. And quite honestly, we don't advertise. I know you don't advertise either, but word of mouth, and it works out well. And like our last ones in the summer was, or in the fall, was because of the hurricane.
Yeah.
We needed places for the hurricane, so it just works out.
We don't pay per se to advertise, but I use Facebook, and there are resources on Facebook that help, kind of put your property out there if you want. But there are also resources where you can pay to get it listed on there. And there's a couple of sites that really, I think they do pretty well. And if I was interested in renting my place out year round, I would definitely look into that. But that's not just all that important to us. But I think people that want to invest in real estate like that and rentals, I think they need to do a lot of research before they get into it, because there are a lot of traps you can fall into, and there are some headaches that you fall into. I mean, I don't do this. I don't know if you are comfortable in explaining it, but one of the things that when you rent short term, which is less than 6 months, then you have to collect and pay a tax to the state of Florida. And I think one of the in my opinion, hotly debated um, issues that come up with rentals is, do you or do you not include a golf cart?
Ooh,
Yeah.
that's a
And
big one.
what do you do?
I do include one,
Okay.
and we spoke to our insurance agent about purchasing excess insurance so that we felt more comfortable that we were fully covered, because the big thing is for everyone is liability, right?
Sure.
But if you read and follow some of the different sites in the villages, it's almost 50-50 where people will say, yes, you should always provide a cart, or no, you shouldn't provide a cart. It brings so much liability on you. And so I think I would caution someone to completely do their own research and talk to their own legal experts and their own insurance people about that, because that is a hotly contested issue. And frankly, as a landlord, I won't speak for you guys, but whenever people ask me about my property, one of the first things they ask is, does it come with a cart?
Correct. Yeah.
If, if you're renting here, for our listeners, if you're renting in the Villages, you're going to need a golf cart. You guys both agree, right? Whether you rent it from a, a professional renting agency or it comes with the house rental, you're going to need a golf cart. Our renters get a 3 month ID that lets them do everything that we can do. So you guys don't need to know this, but they cancel our IDs for that house, which we have two anyway, so it doesn't affect us. But they basically get our privileges for the 3 months that they're here.
We just don't check.
But anyway, let's go back to the golf cart issue, just
Okay,
briefly.
So we both allow.
Yeah.
We both have a golf cart for our renters.
But technically, you can get by without a golf cart in the villages if you don't golf, and if you are comfortable just taking your car everywhere. You can get by without it. So I have the same tenants that come every year for March and April, and they do not use the golf cart. They walk to the tennis courts and to the rec centers that we're close to, and they take their car everywhere else. They just don't like driving a golf cart.
Yeah, if we're comfortable with it.
Yeah,
We're
I
used to it.
guess. And
we have
so,
a guest also that comes in
yeah.
April that she will not
Yeah.
use the
So,
golf cart.
so
But the
you
other ones do.
you can get by, but that's not the norm. The norm is people come to the villages. They want to be part of a golf cart community, and they want to commute with their carts, go to the different villages. You know, they're the different towns to listen to music, town centers, town squares. Excuse me. Yeah, you know, and they want it. Most of them want to golf. You know, so they want a golf cart, but
It's fun driving a golf cart. It's
can
just
be,
fun.
can
It's
be.
fun to be in.
Yes,
Can
yes.
be. Well,
I think it's fun. I mean,
I-
I don't
I-
think of it as driving somewhere in a golf cart. It's part of the.
experience is part of the
Yeah.
lifestyle.
Yeah.
Definitely the lifestyle.
Yeah.
And I don't think I've ever went to the mailbox without using my golf cart. It's
You
just-
walk by it every morning.
I do, but I don't get it. I walk right past it, and I come home, get my golf cart, and go to get my.
So anyway, so what are some things that you think people should look at when they're thinking about purchasing a property that they want to use as a rental? I mean, location, stuff like that. What are some things you think people should look at?
Okay, then if you're so for our listeners, if you're thinking about renting down here, the north end. This is just a general statement, but the north end of the village is older crowd. Spanish Springs is a town square, and that's the oldest one. Still nice. I
Very.
mean, very nice, very clean. Renting near Lake Sumter's not bad, because really you can go to all three then. Lake Sumter's right in the middle.
I would say it's pretty popular, Lake Sumter area.
That's pretty popular. And then I think our area is pretty good too, because we're just before the southern part, which is 44. They kind of anything below 44, south of 44 is considered the southern part, and we're right there. I could walk to 44 from here.
Location next to plazas is
Yeah.
fabulous. We are very close to restaurants, nail salons, and grocery stores. That's
We are.
what's so nice about our specific area. That's something to look at when you're renting.
We're trying to-
Well, you know, I really like our location. You know, we're centrally located for the villages. It is a bit of a golf cart ride to go to the closest town square, but the shopping for us is close. I like having access to Highway 44 because some people that I monitor online and different, you know, Facebook posts, a lot of people like to be around close to Lake Sumter. And you know, the villages, they divide up the sections. The northern section, you know, you have your Highway 466 is an east-west road. That anything north of that is the northern older part. Then as you move south, the next big divider through Fair is 466A, and then on south of that is 44. So those are sort of how people divide up the villages in segments. And then your north and south roads, the two main ones are Buena Vista and Morse Boulevard. And of course, we're close to Morse Boulevard. Well, what I see is a lot of people want to be north of 466A because that's closer to Sumter, closer to Spanish Springs, but still close to Brownwood as well. And so I think a lot of people think those are ideal locations, but it's all about perspective.
Let's thank our guest, Lonnie, for showing up. Thank you
Well,
for taking time out of your busy schedule down and
Thanks,
stop
Don.
by my lanai and
I'm glad you.
listeners.
Yeah, glad you could stay awake this late since you have to open the fitness centers in the
Yeah.
morning.
6:30, got to
Out
be
there
there by
early.
6:50.
Yeah,
Yes, I
yeah.
do.
Thank you for
Everybody
showing
can
us.
come
We
up.
appreciate it. Our listeners, we'll grab some more emails and we'll answer them here on Lanai Gossip next time. Just email me at commissioner@lanaigossip.com. Commissioner@lanaigossip.com.
It's not Commissioner 5.
No, it's Commissioner. What's wrong with that name?
Well,
I like Commissioner 5.
I hadn't heard it
Okay.
before. It's new. Wow.
Commissioner 5.
Sorry.
So raise your glass, even though he's not the best, but at least he made the top 5. Thanks to him, we've got the best league